Yes. So in the previous video, we were introduced to the graphs of linear functions, where we came up with the how to derive what the coordinates of the plane xy planes, right? Giving some conditions in the questions. So that's what we did, and then we were able to come up with the coordinates, which are x and y. We have -2, 3, 1, -1, -1, 0, 1, 1, 3, up to what the 4, given this. So we are going to look at how to plot. So make sure I can't be switching between the video the screens. That will be very messy and difficult to handle. So what I will ask you, right? I will employ you to do is to take a screenshot of these values, or maybe write them down. Pause the video, write it down, and then we move on to the graph. So I will see you soon. Yes. So now that we have the coordinates in place, let's do the plotting. So the first coordinate is what? -2, -3. And we have learned that the first value is for the x, and then the second value is for y. And then when you come to the graph, looking for it or tracing, you always read from the x coordinate first, and then you move towards the y coordinates. And this is the x plane, and this is y. For each of them, there's a positive side and negative side. For the y, origin O to the top is a positive coordinate of y. Here, negative coordinate of y. Now for x, we move what? To the right, giving the x positive coordinates. And then to the left, we give what? The negative coordinates. And then see how the numbers increase in number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the positive 2, that's so 1 is around here, 2, 4, 6, in that order, and then that way. Now, you may be wondering, how did they come up with this line? Because even though we have the coordinates, right, sometimes you have to come up with some intervals. That also can be given a hint in the question. Sometimes no hint will be given. You just have to do it yourself, because normally for a graph, we move for a smaller number to the biggest, and then that is it. That is the whole idea. But sometimes, due to the figure, the magnitude of the x and y coordinates, there's no particular order or a linear systematical increment in the values. So when there's a way of coming up. So the question can give you that. But many a time, with this particular set that we have, looking at the x values and the y values, we can start from 1, 2, 3 going, 1, 2, 3 going, looking at the values in x. Now, when you look at y, they did it by 2, incremental 2, increment of 2. So you see that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's what whatever I said, which seemed very abstract, is what I'm demonstrating now. With the units, with the incremental, whatever I said, is look, this is what I mean. So we see that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when we got to the y value, it was 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is not no punishment. No punishment will be given when you don't follow a particular way. But at the end of the day, you should get your straight line drawn. So someone will still keep 1, 2, 3. Right? Someone will still keep 1, 2, 3 on what? On the x plane, and then 1, 2, 3 also in the y in the x plane, right? So that is it. Someone may also keep to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, both on the x and y. At the end of the day, what is important, that you should be able to locate the coordinates on the graph. That's all. So we are still sticking to what it is giving here to find it. So that is the question I just needed to. Someone may be asking, especially when people who already have idea of what I'm doing, may be asking why I didn't touch on that. So we are leaving no stone unturned on this channel. So that is what I just did. So back to the coordinate that we have. The coordinate was what? -2, -3. So negative on x will be here, -2 and -3 on y will be around here, because that means -2 and -2. meaning negative 3 is actually between negative 2 and 3. So that's why you see trace here. So negative 2, negative 3. Now let's move to negative 1, negative 1. Negative 1 is here, negative 1 is around here because 2 is here. So hence, that is it. Now 0. So 0, 0 is here. 0 is at the origin. So 0, 1. 1 is positive and 1 is the y value. So move up. So 1 will be here. So you mark it. That's what we are seeing. Now let's move to 1, 3. 1, 3. So positive 1, x, and 3 is here. So you mark it. 3 is between 2 and 4. So that's what I was saying. Now let's move to 2, 5. 2, 5. So when I say 2, 5, without specifying negative or positive, it means that there is positive. So 2, 5. So 2 is on x. We mark it here. Then let's move up to 5. So 5 is along the what? The y value, the y coordinate. So 5 will be around here. So you trace it, then you meet it here. So hence, that is it. Now let's move to 3, 7. 3, 7. 3 is here along the x. Then let's look for 7. X, 7 is here between 6 and 8. So that is it. Hence, you see the point. Now let's move to 4, 9. 4, 9. 4, 4, 4, 4, 9. So positive 4 and 9. So it seems that whatever we are doing with so far are positive numbers. So 4 along the x coordinate or x plane move to what? 9. 9 is between here. 9 is between 8 and 10. So here, trace it. So the graph itself will do that. So make sure before you do this, I am not using any graph or presenting any graph from my end because I don't need it. I understand what I'm doing and I'm only teaching. So you that you are learning, make sure you have a graph book. Graph book, do that. Right? So this is what I should have sound this question before even zooming off. So get a graph book to do this. Unless you understand it, maybe you are just learning it for fun. But if you are really doing it as a student, please make sure you have a graph book to do this demonstration. Do it yourself. Learn from this video. After that, close the book. Check the question and solve it. The important thing is the understanding. So you don't have to go and tackle a fresh question without any solution. Understand this and then take this same question and then solve it. After understanding, you solve questions afterwards. So with the concepts, with the understanding, I bet you'll be able to solve any question. So that's the target on this channel. So now that we have 4, tracing to 9, we have it here. So after you are done, because our aim, the main aim of this video is that at the end of the day, you should be able to draw a straight line or draw a graph. Draw a graph, plot a graph, draw a straight line is the same thing. It's just English. So after you have gotten the point here, 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 you see that, well, I don't want to use the word, but magically, you see that all these points align along a point. They are in line, right? And you didn't do this by magic. You were just doing the right thing, building the blocks from the beginning, from the onset. And because you were correct, because you understand what you are doing, at the end of the whole thing, the whole show, you see that it makes sense. It's understandable. Because when I was teaching, I didn't talk about at the end of the day we should do this, but we were doing what we have to do. But lo and behold, at the end of the show, we have this. So this is it. So you use a rule, a straight edge. You draw through, and then when you are done, the equation that we're given, y is equal to 2x plus 1, you put it on that. And that's all. You have done that. And I'm really proud of you. So we will see in the next video, moving to another subtopic. I think we go to a tangent or gradient of a line. So I'll see you soon. Please like, subscribe, share. And let's see to appreciate 1K. And then ciao for now.